Greetings, Conference. My name is Andrew Newman, and I'm here representing North Tyneside CLP. And I'm also currently a local councillor for North Tyneside Council, and I'll say it now, this is the first conference I've ever been to, so please be kind. North Tyneside Council, like many councils, have seen their budget slashed by Tory austerity. We've seen our services reduced to dangerous levels, we've seen our social housing attacked, and the most vulnerable in our society have seen unprecedented attacks upon them. Now remember what we've been told about austerity. In 2010, George Osborne promised this nation that if we followed his plan, if we followed austerity, then the books would be balanced by 2015 and the need for austerity would end. Since then, we've had year-on-year austerity with no end in sight. It was a wise man, and I do believe it was Albert Einstein who said it, that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I would ask the Tory party to remember these words when they set their next budget. Since then, more and more experts have spoken out against austerity. One such person is Paul Krugman, who is a professor of economics, who wrote in 2015 for The Guardian, saying that every nation who introduced austerity in 2010 has seen their economy suffer. He also goes on to say that every bit of evidence that was used to support the austerity drive in 2010 has since been discredited. So if it's been discredited, why has it continued? Well, it's clear that the only reason austerity has continued is that it is driven by ideological concerns, not economic concerns. The very fact that the Tories have given £1 billion in bribes to the DUP is evidence of this. Now, people know me, know that I'm not shy. I will not hide my past. I grew up in poverty, absolute poverty. I had absolutely nothing. I watched my mother and my stepdad struggle to provide the basics in life. I remember being hungry. It was that bad. But the thing which I remember most of a child growing up in the Thatcher and Major years is the look in my parents' eyes. It's a look that I will never forget. It is a look of people who have been kicked to the bottom by a system that has victimised them and valued greed over compassion. I saw how a Labour government then changed this. I saw how our living standards increased. I saw my brother benefiting from the education that Labour provided. But all these improvements have been swept aside in an instant by the Tory parties. Now, I served this nation for 13 years in the army. I served with the 1st Battalion Coalition Guard in Iraq, Northern Ireland and Afghanistan. I bled for this country. I suffered for this country. I missed the birth of my children for this country. But I will tell you this now. The country I fought for was not the nasty, vicious Tory party that we have. It was a nation dedicated to one thing, and one thing only: social justice.